Well, y'all, it's officially over. The Arc Raiders Tech Test 2 has officially come to an end, and now I'm just an empty void of nothingness floating through space. The overall reception of the game has been nothing short of insane. Tons of content creators reacting to the game on socials in a very positive light. I said in my first video that I think this is the best extraction shooter that I've ever played, and I stand by that. And realistically, I've seen a lot of Tarkov players, like Tarkov purists, come around to the game on socials by saying that it's the most fun they've had with an extraction shooter since the early days of Tarkov. So I think it's safe to say that Arc Raiders has a pretty bright future ahead of it, and compared to the reception of Marathon, Bungie's new extraction shooter that, well, I mean, it exists, I think Arc Raiders just stole the show. I've been bullish on the game since I played it last week, and I've been putting out a ton of positive coverage both on this channel, my Twitch, as well as on Twitter, just talking about the game, showing it off to my audience, giving out keys to the test, and generally just having a good time. But like with everything that I enjoy, I've had quite a few people point out that I haven't really been criticizing the game like I'm known to do with others. And truth be told, there is very little to critique here, as the game screams and oozes quality, from visuals to audio to the gameplay loop itself, and just how polished the UI and the UX is. Everything about this game is fucking incredible, and this sentiment is pretty much backed by everyone who I've seen actually play the game. However, with the tech test now concluded and an unknown amount of time until launch, there are a few things I want to bring up that I think Arc Raiders needs to do or should do to make the game even better than it already is. And I want to start with the cosmetics. Now, the game features a ton of cosmetics in a battle pass system very similar to the war bonds from Helldivers 2. You choose a track you want to focus on, and you unlock outfits for your character alongside other goodies as you kind of progress through the tracks. Now, Embark, known for the finals, which in my opinion has some of the best cosmetics in the FPS space, has kind of missed the mark for me with Arc Raiders. I like that you can unlock outfits for your character, and the cosmetics do look great, and they're within the world and the setting of the game. But how is it that an FPS like the finals lets you customize your character's head, torso, pants, etc., but in Arc Raiders, a third-person game where you can actually see your character, doesn't give you the same freedom to express yourself with the cosmetics you unlock? I really want Embark to, at the very least, mirror what they have going on with the finals, so when I unlock an outfit, I can choose to take the head from one outfit, the torso from another, and maybe the pants from another, and combine them to create a completely different look for my character. Once again, the fact that this is a third-person game and we have less freedom than a game that's first-person where you can't even see your character is a little bit backwards to me, and I hope they really do consider it. Considering I've seen so many people bring this up over on their subreddit and on socials, this just needs to happen. Now, again, keep in mind, this is a tech test. We don't even know when the game's coming out yet, so everything is subject to change. They might already have that in the plans, but it's something that I want to bring up. Now, one thing a lot of people talk about when they play this game is just how polished the experience is, and in my over 20 hours playing through these playtests, I have to agree. But that doesn't mean that we don't run into issues with the actual game itself, specifically with their map design. There are moments and areas in these maps where you can just get stuck in certain areas.
Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Yeah, dig me out. Ow.
Did that hurt you? Oh, it did.
No. Or, I don't know if it did. Oh, there we go. Oh, now I'm in. Oh dear.
But over here, you can come out this way?
I can't move.
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
You can jump.
Oh, now I'm...
No, yeah, because I slid into him.
Yeah. Keep pushing me.
Well, maybe up top if I push you.
Yep.
Hey!
But now
There we go.
Okay, I thought you were stuck now.
We're professional game devs here.
Yeah. Whether it's due to missing geo on the map or normals that aren't double-sided, like there are times where I've noticed you kind of get stuck in certain areas. But I think the biggest culprit and the best example I could use for how this game isn't perfect, even though it's damn near there, take a look.
Really? Can't get up there? Okay. For sure, dude.
Oh, I fell through the map. No way! Oh, no!
Did you really fall? Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
They're above.
So after 10 years of breaking out of maps in really shitty early access games, I somehow was able to do that here as well. Now, again, it's a bug, it's a tech test, this is what these things are for, but I would be remiss to not bring up these issues when I'm talking about the game and just kind of give a more well-rounded opinion. There are problems and there are a lot of soft spots in the maps that we've ran into, and I think it just needs a whole pass on a lot of different smaller areas around the map. There were times where I've noticed, like, sometimes you'd be crawling uphill and you might step on rocks that technically aren't actually there and you kind of fall through them. But yeah, this falling through the map one was fucking wild. I wanted to see what happens when the server actually closes. I literally fell for 20 minutes straight. It usually just kicks everybody out of the server, but I was still there. Very weird. I think after putting in a lot more time, one of the biggest gripes that I have with the game is their quest system. It's very reminiscent of Tarkov, where it's like, go here and kill a fireball with a pharaoh, or use a stitcher to kill a wasp and grab its thing, or ping a bastion. It just feels very basic and very run-of-the-mill, like they didn't really put a lot of time into the thought process behind doing these quests. I like when you have quests like, oh, go grab this. You have to find them in industrial areas and stuff like that. But a lot of them were just like basic fetch quests that didn't really do much for me. It's funny, you have a quest system in the game, but you also have a challenge system, which unlocks tokens for the battle passes, and they all just kind of feel the same. A lot of the quests that we were doing, like ping a bastion, ping a wasp, ping a hornet, they feel like challenges. So I'd like to see them focus a little bit more time on making those quests a little bit more entertaining instead of just like kill a fireball with a pharaoh. Maybe give me some exploration quests that require me to go to multiple areas on a map and do multiple things instead of basic MMO fetch quest stuff. I don't know. I feel like they need to put a little bit more time and focus on making that a little bit more robust and just better. One thing that really boggles my mind with their game design is they have this augment system where if you equip a bigger and better augment, it gives you more backpack space. It allows you to equip, bigger shields, but it also has effects on your safe pocket slots. I like the augment system itself. What I don't understand is when I kill a player who happens to have a better augment, I can't put it on my person in raid. To me, an augment is like the equivalent of finding a bigger backpack in Tarkov, and it'd be like you have to extract with it before you can equip it to your character. For me, that was a little bit of a lackluster thing because there were moments where I'm full, we're heading to extract, we run into a team of 3, we end up killing them. They have crazy bigger augments that allow us more backpack space, which could then keep us in the raid longer because we have more space to pick shit up, but we can't equip it until we're out of raid, which I think is just dumb. So I think, like, let us equip those augments while we're in raid, don't disable the slot, and I think we're good. And if I can be honest, out of the 20 or so hours that I put into these tests, there is not a lot more that I can actually complain about here. Everything else about the game is fucking fantastic. But I have had people, question whether or not I'm just honeymoon phasing or whether or not I'm just glazing the game or shilling for the game. It's definitely not perfect, but I think it's like as close to perfect as it could possibly be for a game that most would consider to be in like alpha or this tech test 2. I mean, like I said, dude, I think this game could launch next week and blow the fucking doors off of the world. I love the game. There are some things that I'd love to see fixed, changed, added to that could make it even better when it comes out. And that's what this video is. Do you guys have any feedback for Embark from this test? I know a lot of you guys were clamoring to get in. We gave out a lot of keys on my channel. And if you played the game, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a conversation. If you guys can't tell, I'm kind of nursing a cold right now, so I'm a little under the weather, but I'm trying to get a video out because I just want to talk about things I want to see changed going into whether it's another tech test, whether they're ramping up to launch. I have no idea. I'm very anxious to see the future of this game. It is going to be a game that I follow on this channel moving forward. So if you guys want to follow along and catch all of the Arc Raiders news, discussion, and opinions from me, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a like on it, and a comment with your thoughts on today's discussion. My name is BigFry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.